Hi everyone, this is the Collective Soul Tarot and my name is Kay. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a zodiac reading for Virgos today. Okay, I randomly pulled the V off camera so that it wasn't so much noise. And so we're going to get started with 3 bits of information, not past, present, or near future like I do in the collective. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, thank you so much for enveloping me in your beautiful angelic wings of love, protection, guidance, and light. Will you please assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in the cards for our Virgos and to help me see clearly? Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for Virgos that they need to and want to know? For today's date is February the 29th, last day of the leap year month, 2024, Thursday. Thank you. Okay, we're cutting. So we have anchor. This came up in the collective reading too in the past. Stable, enduring, solid, steady, restraining, secure, persevere, willpower, long-lasting, persistent, advantageous, and fortitude. It's a good place. Good place to be, right? Energy to be in. Dog, supportive friend, helpful, playful, faithful companion. A friendship turns to love. A sibling. Okay, soulmate, peer, pet, vet, doctor, or nurse. That's weird. Okay. And then heart, love, desire, joy, bliss, affection, fulfillment, romance, contentment, passionate, and caring. Oh. So is someone going to show up in your life, Virgo? Or are you going to show up in somebody's life, Virgo? And you're going to be a friend, come across them as being a supportive, faithful companion friend. A friendship turns to love with a soulmate, perhaps, and then it leads to love. I mean, you show up in this energy. I said that was a good energy, right, to be in. Be stable, enduring, solid, steady. You restrain your impulsivity, and recklessness. If that's what you've done in the past, you're secure, you're grounded. You literally ground it when the anchor goes down from the ship. It's going to hit the ocean floor, right, or the river floor or whatever. But it's getting grounded. It's grounding the boat there. And so it doesn't veer off course. You go to sleep at night and then you thought you were in Tahiti, but now you're in Anchorage, Alaska. It's that kind of thing, right? So long lasting, persistent, and you have great fortitude, stamina, and you're resolute to go forward to do what you want to do. And that is to be a supportive friend, a faithful companion. A friendship turns to love because it's a soulmate you are going to be this way with. You want to, at least. So great. Archangel Michael and Holy Spirit for our Virgos, please. What's the story that reflects these 3 bits of information? Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful. Get ready, Virgo. Here we go. There's your reading right here. Right here. So we have 7 of Cups. Okay. You had a lot of options and you've been fantasizing about stuff. Not necessarily making a decision, or maybe you have decided on something from having all those options or experiences in the past. We have the Tower. Okay, the Tower. So possibly you have been fantasizing and daydreaming so much about your options that not really making a decision. And just, that leads to a sense of not being grounded, right? Because you're fantasizing. You're up in the clouds, up in the air. And then you have legacy, inheritance, and culmination with the 10 of Pentacles. Tower, 10 of Pentacles. Cool. 8 of Cups. Okay, I apologize. It's not cool having a tower moment, but it is. If it's coming, it's needed. It's absolutely needed, even though it's extremely painful. Extremely painful. Then not easy to come back from, but you can, and we do. There's the 8 of Cups. That's walking away. This is a long-term commitment, it looks like. 3 of Cups. Okay, there's Knight of Swords. Okay, I wanted to wait before I said something, but this is you wanting to reunite with somebody in that friendship. It says friendship, community, and happiness in a very friendship, supportive, companionship way that is, it's backed by love for that person. This Knight of Swords is you taking the action when you have the opportunity, so seizing an opportunity to go in and explain why your absence in their life has been so. Okay? It's giving them information and truth that person that you're moving towards like this, and this is the fastest moving energy in the deck, Virgo, you moving towards this one to tell them everything they need to know, laying it all out on the table so that they're well informed and they can decide whether or not they'd want you back in their life in this way, even as a friend. Okay? Even as a friend. You're going forward in this kind of energy with truth, honesty, clarity, and authenticity, transparency. Transparency, saying that you have left your commitment, long-term commitment. That's family, right? Family, a long-term relationship. It's come down because there's been too much chaos, in the sense that there's been too many options on one or more of your parts, you or your spouse's part, or long-term partner's part. So the back of the deck, we have Page of Cups. Page of Cups is coming in such a way that says, I'm just going to dip my toe in communicating with you so that if things go awry quickly, I can quickly pull my toe back out. That's naivety. That's young. That's not really experienced kind of approach, but it is an approach. It's an approach that has the love supporting it, right? Love supporting it. The truth is coming in with it, and it's about coming in and just showing up, and with the intention that you have a need to reconnect with her or him. Let's see, her or him. It would be either way. You have a need to reconnect with them, Virgo. You have them, you've got great desire to be in this kind of relationship with them. You'll be possibly providing them at this time when you show up with this message that it'll be an apology. And so, guys, the only thing that makes me see right now is that this would be somebody from the past showing up, is these cards here, right here. But it's not necessarily, it may not be past relationship. Maybe a brand new love. There's the moon, okay? Secrets, fears, hidden. Knight of Coins, that's that slow moving energy, fastest and slow, so that's a good combination. The Queen of Swords. And then the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. 10 of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, you've got a message here of truth. You have a message of truth to deliver to this one. You do. That says, you know, I've never been able to get you off my mind. So that in itself, you've been attached to this person. That in itself, you can't see it. That in itself is telling us that it's a past person returning, that you're a past person returning to them. You see that? Page of Swords. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, move that over. Can you see it now? Oh, kind of, sort of. All right, so we'll deal with it. But here we go. We're going to get the tea from Archangel Michael. I've already shuffled, so we're just pulling it and starting from here. Thank you. What do we know? We have the Bull, plenty of material things. Yeah, that's a King of Pentacles kind of guy, where he's been very, very focused on material possessions, right? What he fantasizes about is what he wants, and he had his focus there, and it may have involved finances as well. Kite, someone wants to go on a vacation. You want to go on a vacation? Pale, time to get out of the situation. When I saw pale, I thought about playing on the sand before I read it. Time to get out of a situation, but that works good too. And then carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Yeah, so you know, you've been going from being solely focused, mostly solely focused on the material world and all that you can get from it. You know, just having options, feeling like you've got options. You know, you're like a little kid playing in the sand, Virgo. And I'm not saying that in any kind of derogatory way. You had all these options available to you. So it's kind of like, well, which one should I go do today? You know, what thing should I do today? You know, and your options might have been, well, I'm in a long-term commitment and I can play because my circumstances afford me that kind of decision to make. You know, perhaps you work far from your home where you live and you only come back on weekends, or you only come back after a few weeks, or whatever it might be. So wherever you are away from your spouse and your family, you can become a different person, right? You can portray yourself as being single and available, correct? And even if you don't portray yourself as being single and available, and yet you're honest with the person that you're going to be meeting up at the restaurant or the bar or out somewheres, you might actually tell them that you're married. But you might say, well, we're separating, or that you might say, I'm not happy with my marriage. And I need to do something else. I need to be somewhere else. You know, those kinds of things you might say to that person who is the one that you're wanting to return to with the message of love and possibly apology, right? Because of the secrets that you've been keeping hidden from yourself, pressing your own emotions down because you were in a committed relationship here. I mean, I think we could be in love with more than one person at a time, but the degree to which that love has to do with the spiritual side of us. So if we feel like we have a strong connection to this person, chances are it's because of lifetimes. Past lifetimes and then future lifetimes, which it's not past and here and then future. It's not linear. It's all very holographic. So that's why we can say past lifetime, future lifetimes, because we're experiencing all those lifetimes at one time and only one time. So that's why you would have such a familiarity to it, because you might have been soulmates in each other's lives in some way or another, some dynamic of that relationship, whether it was husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, brother and sister, sister and sister, dog and kid, and who knows, grandma and grandpa, whatever, your parent, Your parents, your mom and you, your dad and you. You're in all sorts of relationships with each other, even enemies for that matter, right? So yeah, that's why we have a strong pull towards somebody, is because of all those past lifetimes. And past and future lifetimes we have. I like to say we have had, but we have, because it's all right now. It's all happening in the hologram all right now. There's no past and future in a hologram. So, yep. You're seeing her to be, though, you know, you're going to move slowly and carefully towards her, but with commitment, loyalty, and faith, so that you can, when you speak to her, because she, you know, you want to, you speak to her with your sword up too, just like that. You do that, you tell her the truth, that you've never been able to get her off your mind, and that you have a lot of love for her, but you're okay with moving slowly and just being friends at first. You're cool with that, right? Because there may be a lot of things that have to be put into place, sorted out and organized, for the two of you actually be in the same physical space together. So it might take some time. Maybe someone needs to get divorced. Maybe somebody needs, or you've gotten divorced and you've got a lot of loose ends to tie up. You got children to deal with and stuff like that. But this, you've walked away from it. It does not say, however, that you've divorced. There's no justice or, you know, Hierophant or anything like that here. It might come out yet, so let's move forward into that. But you can see her, she's going to be like a Queen of Swords to you. She is highly intuitive, she's discerning. She'll know, she sees red flags easily. And she will cut you out of her life if she feels like you're just returning in energy that's other than this. So you can see that's kind of like the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles kind of energy. Something you can rely on, and it's going to be truthful. So let's start clarifying the Seven of Cups, Archangel Michael, if you will. Thank you. Excuse me, I have an itchy nose. All right. But it's time to get out of a situation. So that's what I think is that you're not divorced yet. Maybe you haven't even started the procedures yet, Virgo, because it says it's time to do it. At least go on a vacation if you need to, either to get your head straight or go on a vacation to meet up with her or him, whoever this is. Queen of Swords, it's a her. Go on vacation to meet up with her, to see if the two of you, if you could spend a few days or a week together, if the two of you actually are compatible. Because what you met back in the day with them, that wasn't your true self. And maybe it wasn't for her either. So what are you both like now? And that would be a good idea to maybe spend some time somewhere. Doesn't even have to be on a beach or anything like that. It could be like just because I'm in the U.S., I would say something like go to New York, or go to it's upside down, Ace of Wands. Go to the sea. What would be interesting? Not New Orleans. Been there, done that 10 million times. But yes, that could be something you could do. Go to New Orleans, or maybe you want to go to Walt Disney World, or Disneyland in California, or you just want to go to Las Vegas or the mountains somewhere. If that's kind of whatever it is you're interested in, Virgo. To meet them there, take them there, whatever. So we have the Ace of Wands, needing an outlet. Oh, yes. See, that's the option, having too many options. There's a Hierophant. Okay. Page of Swords. And then the Nine of Swords. Okay, you needed an outlet from your marriage to the Queen of Pentacles here. And then you delivered a difficult message of truth to the one that you were, having a fling with, saying that you just disappeared and you didn't really give her much of an explanation at the time. You just, it was for her to know that you were married and that you returned, to be, that you were recommitting to your marriage, to your wife. And so she was just an option to you. All right? Or was she really? That's the question, right? I said that quietly. Or was she really? It's kind of like, did she not make an impact on your life then? So we have the Knight of Coins. That's Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly again, which is here. And then the Four of Swords. That's the time for non-action. Yeah. It could be the other way around. And then there's the Queen of Wands. And then the Four of Cups. The Queen of Swords right here. But the Tower came down because why? Because you've got this one on your mind, who is the one that you put into a third party. She was the other woman in your life for however long that was. You rejected her. Okay? You rejected her. And the Tower came down because you were messing around on your wife here, and things were moving, things got to the point where the Tower was down and you couldn't do anything, so you actually had to kind of sit and stew in your own muck and mire of the decisions that you had made in the past, particularly of this one. And your wife, of course, it's karmic debt is what it's called. The Tower comes in to settle the score, to balance the karma, to bring it into your life so that you can actually pay it off in whatever experiences you're having. This could be deep emotional pain that you're having, that you're having to put your swords down, your thoughts that are just been bombarding you and making you really exhausted because you just didn't know. This is, you were in a time of where you were just you were lacking direction. This is a reversed Knight of Coins. You were not faithful. You were not, you were in an energy where you were committed, but you weren't committed. If that makes sense, Virgo. You were committed, but you weren't committed. Really, you weren't. It was on paper committed, but as far as having your heart committed and your sense of responsibility and accountability to your marriage, that loyalty and faithfulness to your marriage, not stepping outside of it, that was lacking. Okay, that's lacking direction. So it was time for you to go into a non-action phase of the Four of Swords, lay it all down so that you could have time to rest and recoup in a sense that is going to allow you to find the courage to sort of think this through now. Why did this happen and how? That's how, right there, Queen of Wands, and the rejecting her. And that Queen of Wands, which is the one you're going back to, was obviously brought into your life by the divine to have that impact on you. Yep. And she's only going to have an impact on you to the extent of which you make sense of and understand what the feeling in your heart, like the void of that person not being in your life anymore, that's the extent that she's going to have the impact. That you actually missed her after you left her behind. You did. You actually missed her, but of course, that was neither here nor there because you're married. You're telling yourself this. It's neither here nor there. It's probably just happens to everybody like that. And there's nothing I could do about it anyways. I'm married. I'm not in love with her, or so you thought. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles. We talk to ourselves, try to convince ourselves out of our own pain and confusion. Ace of Swords. There's awareness and insight now with the Four of Wands about your marriage. okay, about your commitment. Something came out. And the Six of Cups, well, and the Queen of Cups. And then the Queen of Swords is here again. Interesting. Yeah. Ha. Okay, so what happened is truth came out. Truth came out about your feelings, your thoughts, you know, the way you thought about her. And it was during your time when you were married, right? But there is somebody that you're married to. It was oh, excuse me, my nose is so itchy. Must be telling lies. Okay. So Queen of Cups. This is the one who is this one here. You're in love with her here while you're in that relationship, that marriage, that long-term commitment. All right. But you have been in the long-term commitment with somebody that you've known for a long time. Right there. Somebody you've known for a long time. Maybe somebody you knew in school, whether high school, college, maybe at work, that you've known them from like the first place you worked at, you know, that kind of thing. You met. Maybe you met at somebody's wedding, you know, or some kind of event, and you got married shortly after, and you've been with them for that period of time. But then in comes the Queen of Cups right into your life. This here, if it's in reverse, it's a lack of insight, right? It's a lack of not seeing the error of your ways. Okay, you were just like, there was just no real clarity for you about this. There's no real clarity for you. Where the divine's telling you that you were in this Ten of Pentacles long-term commitment when you ran into this big old cup of love right there, known as the Queen of Cups, which is the Queen of Wands in your mind, because you were highly attracted to her. She was sexy and all that sort of stuff. You had a good time, you know, with her or talking to her or whatever it was in your situation. She was very alluring, fun, you know, gregarious, an action taker. So Eight of Cups, you walked away, or somebody walked away from you. Okay, Virgo? Let's see. Four of Coins, which is that one there. The Lovers. Two of Cups. And the Seven of Coins. So, ultimately, what you were attached to, you chose that the Lovers is a choice as well. You chose this over your soulmate, over this one that you want to go back towards. You chose this. This is the one that, you know, being somebody that you're with for such a long time, you truly loved them. You did. You may not have been loyal to them, but you truly did love them. But at the same time, either you're acknowledging or the divine is telling you here, you hit a glass ceiling with them. She found out about this person here. That's what that Ace of Swords is now but it's also the other way around. But the Ace of Swords is telling you that she found out. That's what it is. Your wife that you're in this commitment with found out about her. Okay? So, with this Seven of Coins and her finding out about this, things couldn't go to the next level, in the sense that the glass ceiling effect was having on your marriage and your relationship to each other because of this one. And she may be feeling, your wife may have been feeling that you were still very much attached to her, that you gave her a lot of thought, and that you, if you had a chance, to do it all over again, that you would have chosen her. What do you think that does to your love to her, right? so you know that things got to get better, and in order for you to come out from underneath that dark cloud or that glass ceiling of only being able to rise above, and what do they say when people are progressing to the next phase? That's it, the next phase of the relationship, which for a married couple, that is whatever it is for you. Maybe you're making plans for retirement. You might be thinking about, well, why don't we buy a little quaint cottage on whatever favorite shore we have of a lake or the ocean or whatever it is. Making those kinds of plans for your future together. That kind of came to a standstill, right? Because she found out, Ace of Swords, she found out about that one. There you go. That's what that is. Okay, so three of Cups. I mean, she'd probably be seeing that you would be very happy to reunite with her if you could. So you walked away, or she walked away from you. Either way, what am I doing here? I don't know. It's a 9 of Coins. I'm looking at it and then I'm putting it back in the deck. Why is that? So, talking, thinking, and doing at the same time. 9 of Coins, rewards of your labor. So you've become independent. There's the 3 of Cups. Wow. So double whammy. 6 of Wands. Yeah, okay. And the Page of Coins. Sheesh. So you want to make an offer, right? Yay, let's cheer to our reunion. I want to feel victorious. I want to remove my mask and be the person you deserve me to be. I want that time to have with you celebrating. This time I'm going to be single. I'm not just going to be single and saying I'm single. I'm not going to be married and saying I'm single. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. You have an offer and you want to be victorious. Of course you do. To move towards this one again, to hopefully reunite with this offer of a friendship. Being steady and secure, loyal and faithful now in that energy. All right, so the Knight of Swords, and being truthful. Oh my goodness, strength. You're no longer holding back. This guy doesn't hold back. I mean, he's on the fastest horse. You are not holding back here. You're actually found that inner strength to move forward, and you've stepped into Emperor energy. Look at you. Taking control of the challenges and your desires, following your heart, taking charge of doing what you need to do in order to make your Emperor energy to come forward in a way that says, out of the woods. 5 of Coins. It says, I'm out of the woods. I'm out of it. Out of the, all of this here that you were in before, that energy. You're out of the woods. You're in the water now. You're in love now, in water. You're in touch with your emotions right there. Oh. And this is what on the back of the deck. You have an overflowing of love for this individual. Yeah. You're not in sabotaging mode other than to cut past beliefs, way you've been operating on your world, your fears and whatnot that made you do what you did when you were with your wife. Stepping out on why'd you step out on the marriage, right? There are issues that you needed to become aware of, and that you were perhaps cleaning that up. Your subconscious fears. So yeah, that's fantastic. Wait a minute, that's 5 of Coins. That's 5 of Coins. I'm looking at this, and that's the sabotage. This 5 of Coins, you're coming out of the woods because you've been feeling left out in the cold of love, of that kind of love that you had, especially when you met this one. So remember I said you didn't have, you didn't have any feelings for her, kind of thing, like you weren't committed to her in any way because she was just not supposed to be a fling for you. And then I said, but but is she, or was she? You know, did she not have an impact on your heart after all? Because look at all this. It tells us it did. It did have impact. Okay, guys, so that's the last card that I'm going to clarify. But I will bring out the love, the romantic oracle, love and romance. Let's see what this oracle, Archangel Michael, can you please give us some insight and guidance and answers, if you might. Thank you very much. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Huh. Wow. She's your soulmate. She's the Queen of Swords. She's the Queen of Cups. She's the Queen of Wands. The only thing she's not showing up here is the Queen of Pentacles. That's because that's your wife, so she is the Empress. All right. Yes. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay? If you've been lacking a spiritual path, that would explain at least part of the reasons, right? Most of it, right? Also, your religious factors. Maybe you two are of different cultures and different religions, living from different countries, you know, and that could have really played a significant part in your decision to push it down, to ignore it and tell yourself lies about it, and to not speak your truth, to keep things hidden. That could have been part of it. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Look at that. It looks like the two of you going on, you know, that would be a good idea. If you want to really kind of see if the two of you living so far apart from each other, where you're not going to make that hasty decision to say, well, I'm moving to your country to see if you want to have anything to do with me. No. No, that wouldn't be very smart. So Virgo, you want to get her on your own for a while. You want to be able to have some time with just the two of you. Okay? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Don't be a King of Cups and just sit there and not say anything. Express your love. Be the emperor that you are, the energy that you can tap into, which is all four kings rolled up into one. And let's see what else. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Oh, okay, so there's some kids in the mix, right? That you're going to have to figure out how to get around to make it work for your kids as well as yourself with your love interest. So guys, I hope that was not only interesting for you, but helpful for you. And take care of yourself, Virgos. We'll see you next month. Bye for now.